Senator Obama is now our president-elect, but his tax plan is sure to have small business owners concerned. So what does an Obama administration mean for the average Joe? Joining us now with reaction is the man who became the face of the proverbial average Joe. Joe Wurzelbacher is back with us, but you know him as Joe the Plumber. Joe, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing real good. How about you guys tonight?
Well, all right. You never expect to hear you playing catch with your son, and all of a sudden Barack Obama walks down the street, one of his few unscripted moments, and I think it revealed a lot about the real Barack Obama, which is the question that I'm bringing up here tonight. And you ask a question. And lo and behold, now you're out there campaigning with Governor Palin and Senator McCain, and it had a big impact on this campaign. What are your thoughts about the results?
Yeah, I was disappointed, you know. I mean, my guy didn't win. But at the same token, you know, Obama ran an incredible campaign. That can't be denied, and he's what the people chose. So, you know, now I got to get behind him and support him. But in my opinion, though, it doesn't give him a blank check. We still need to hold him responsible and accountable to the people of America.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that, too. Here's my prediction. I think that liberals will misinterpret. I mean, for example, we have evidence that they're even going to strip Joe Lieberman of his leadership position in the United States Senate. Retribution. He's picked Rahm Emanuel, one of the hardest left-wing radicals on the left, as his chief of staff. There's all the evidence that he's going to swing to the hard left. And I think they're going to overreach, and I think we're going to see the person that I think Barack Obama is. I think he is hard left. We'll see. We'll give him an opportunity. But go ahead.
I was going to say, well, you know, SecureOurDream.com is a website I started up. I know you haven't gotten to that yet, but you know, that's kind of why I'm starting it up. Is one, to hold elected officials accountable for, you know, who voted them in, be you Democrat or Republican, and hopefully be able to head off things like that to a degree and bring it out in the media.
Well, you know, if you pick a guy like Rahm Emanuel, who said about Republicans they can go blank themselves, if you pick a guy that voted with the Democratic Party 99% of the time, you know, it seems like Chicago politics is moving to Washington. That's my interpretation. If you're gonna punish Joe Lieberman for being independent and just standing by his principles, that doesn't seem like the inclusiveness that Senator Obama was talking about. We'll find out tomorrow how Joe Lieberman is treated. But my anticipation is, if reports are true, they're going to punish him. That doesn't sound like the right spirit to begin an administration, does it?
Well, no, it doesn't. But I mean, unfortunately, I don't want to put it like that. You know, Obama is the president, or, you know, will be taking office shortly, and he's got the right to do what he wants. And like you said, we got to sit back, wait and see, and then find out what he does, and then, you know, we'll really know.
Hey, Joe, it's Alan. Welcome back to our show. You said recently, you were on with Neil Cavuto here, and you said there's too many questions with Barack Obama and his loyalty to our country, and I question that greatly. Do you really doubt that Barack Obama's loyal to the United States?
To a democracy, yes. I mean, you know, it was right back to as far as the socialist issues, spreading the wealth. I mean, you know, Alan, that is right out of Karl Marx. I read, you know, Webster Dictionary I had this morning for another show I did. I mean, if you read it, it's exactly pretty much word for word what Obama said earlier. You know, government health care.
Well, you don't think he's loyal to our country?
To what? You know, to democracy?
We got democratically elected?
Oh yeah, he got democratically elected, but he's proposing a lot of changes that could, you know, change the core of America, don't you think?
Well, he may propose changes, maybe you don't even agree with the changes, but that doesn't mean he doesn't love his country. When you question someone's loyalty to America, you're really questioning whether they're good Americans, you're questioning whether they're patriotic. I mean, do you really is that the kind of dialogue we want to have in this country right now?
What kind of dialogue? Is it patriotic to, didn't Joe Biden say it was patriotic to take my money and give it to other people? That's patriotism, too?
Well, let me ask you, you were on welfare once. Was that taking somebody else's money and giving it to you?
Paid into welfare. It's something to be used, not to be abused like it often is, Alan.
Well, we pay into things like bridges and tunnels and roads and education and a war that we have to be able to afford to prosecute if we're going to continue fighting the wars that conservatives would like to continue fighting. Don't we have to pay for it?
Alan, how many wars have Democrats started without any kind of without being attacked? Was that the Vietnam War? Was that the Korean War?
I'm not supporting those wars either. I'm anti-war. I'm just saying that we have to pay for it somehow, right?
You're going to hang it on a conservative. You know, you got to also talk about history as well. But as far as taxes are necessary, Alan, I've never been against paying taxes, but exorbitant taxes, yeah, man, I'm definitely against that.
Well, you know that it's been pretty much, we've looked at the numbers. You're going to get a tax break under Barack Obama. You should be happy about that.
No, it goes against my principles. I stand firmly on those. Taking someone else's hard-earned work money and putting it into my pocket, that's just stealing, man.
All right, Joe. We thank you very much for coming on the show tonight. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thanks.
Greta Van Susteren.